Hey folks, so today we're going to add the second part of our charity data. So you have already created your data for the month of June, which looks like this here. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to add the charity data for the month of July. So you're going to do the exact same thing with your dice. You're going to roll the amount of donations and then the amounts, and then you're going to create your totals. What I've done here, if you've noticed, I've added dollar signs to my columns. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight your column, and then you're just going to come here to the dollar sign, and that's going to add the money to it. So again, you're going to just go to the dollar sign and then click it, and it adds the dollar amount. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to actually only use the totals at the very bottom to create a new chart. So over here, I'm just going to write, this is for the month of June. We had this amount of money. So I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it, and you're going to notice that it gives me this because we had an equation tied to this, right? Sum of all of these numbers. It doesn't let me paste it. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click, and then you're going to hit paste special, and then just values only. Or if you notice paste special, it's going to be Control Shift V. Okay, so now this is going to be July. I copy this one, Control Shift V, paste it. And now it looks like I don't have my money sign here, so I'm just going to click on the dollar sign here. All right. So this is the donations we collected, right? So these are the donations received. And now I am going to write in the donations that we needed. Now, for some of you, it might be nothing because you exceeded your goal. But if you didn't reach your goal, you're going to have a donations needed here. Okay, and everyone will. If you don't need it, then you would put a 0. So in this case, I'm going to say equals. I want to know what the difference was. So $1,500 was my goal, and I take away minus this right here, and I get that. So again, equals. I know my goal was 1,500, and I want to minus this to see how much I'm missing. And there we go. So now all we're going to do is we're going to highlight, and then we are going to insert chart, and then we get this comparison chart, which shows me the bottom, how much I earned and how much I needed, which shows up here in our legend. Now you're going to do the same things that you did for your last chart. So I'm going to change my font based on my font that I have here. So remember, I click on anything here. My font is Roboto. So that's what I want to use for my chart. So I'm going to go to all of my headings, including my legend. I'm going to change all of that font style to the one that matches my portfolio, including the numbers here. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my title. And all I'm going to do is do a column, and I'm going to say June versus July, because we're comparing both months here. And then the last kind of edit I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of these to match my presentation. So again, going back to my portfolio, remember I'm going to change the color. I'm going to use this blue. And then I'm going to come back, hit custom, and copy this hex number. Okay. And I'm going to go back to my chart. And here, I'm going to change it to custom. And I'm going to paste that number. So now I have that. And now I also want that purple color. So I'm going to, again, change my font color. And then if you don't like it, you can change things around. I'm going to add, and then I'm going to copy this. Make sure I put this back to black so my presentation looks good. Come back here, and then I'm going to hit custom, paste my hex number, and there you go. And another thing we're going to add is, just so it makes it easier for people to read, we are going to add data labels. So that'll tell me this is what I needed, this is what I needed. And down here, we're going to put data labels. Same thing. And I want these labels to be down here at the bottom. So I am going to position it inside of the base. So that's going to be here. And this one is positioned up on the top. And you can change it however you want. So you can do center, you can do the center as well. Oops. Position center. And again, you can change the font, you can change the size of it. If you want it to be bigger, you want it to be smaller, you can do all that here. I'm just going to change this to 14. There you go. All right, and now same thing we did before is we are going to copy it, copy chart. I'm going to come here. I already created a duplicate of this slide. So I am going to simply move this over because I'm going to use this text later. And I'm going to paste this chart here. Yes, I want to link it to my spreadsheet in case we change anything. I'm going to put this here. And then we're going to say June and July comparison. Okay. And I'm going to make this font maybe like 40. This up here. And then I'm going to make this font maybe like a 16. So then I'm going to look at my chart, and based on my chart, I did not reach my goal. And in the month of June, I needed $370 to reach my goal. And in the month of July, I needed $430 to reach my goal. So I'm going to say in the month of June, we were short $370 to reach our goal of $1,500. In July, we were short $430 to reach our goal of $1,500. Over the 2 months, our goal was to reach $3,000, right? Because 1,500 plus 1,500, 3,000. But we only raised, and then you're going to add up 1,130 plus 1,070, $2,200. Oops, $2,200, which is $800 short of our goal. And then you're going to adjust these based on what you need and how to make it look nice in your presentation. So I'm going to do this. I might decide that I want this up here instead. Make this centered here. Cool. And there you have it. All right, again, if you need any help, feel free to ask me or rewatch this video, rewind, wherever you need it to go. All right, bye guys.